Shout out to new YouTube member, Nick Johnston. Thanks for your support, buddy. Yeah!
Huh?
Nice combo! Dad, don't support Cell, please. While everyone is distracted, Bobbity's minions make their way somewhere. Waking up, still with a hole in his chest, Kakarot is a little less than happy to discover he still hasn't been healed, shouting out for a Namek as he coughs up blood. Quickly saving him.
Raditz! Where are you? How could you leave me?
He's not here.
Vegeta sent you to watch me. Stop taking me for a fool and go back to your kennel. You think I'm crazy, but...
Well, yes.
My mind has never been so clear. What should we do, Master?
You? Nothing yet. The fight continues while the wizard slowly places his pawns. Videl heads back to Universe 18's apartment, laughing to herself that if her father were here to see this giant cell, he'd be having nightmares. Bobbity's gang of thugs arrives to their destination, one mentioning how the woman behind this door is the weakest of her universe and she'll make an excellent hostage. Moreover, no one will be able to detect him once they've entered the room. Though, all it took was a kick to the door for the others to realize Videl's in trouble. Gohan initially rushing to the aid of his wife, but Vegeta stops him, instead directing Pan to head there immediately. Explaining himself, the prince believes the young girl needs exposure like this in order to grow. Arriving in a millisecond wielding her grandpa's Nioibo, Videl hasn't forgotten where she's come from, easily apprehending every intruder. Something does bother her, however. No matter how many times she knock him down, they just keep getting back up, resurfacing some very particular bad memories. He seems mostly unharmed. Blunt attacks are either being deflected or dampened. And when I try to pierce him, he just vanishes into smoke. But if he doesn't see it coming... Oh no! You won't escape! Commenting on the situation, the announcer elaborates, Tapion has been completely sucked inside of Cell, beginning the countdown. Trunks piffing these Vargas don't know anything, as that giant monster is clearly not Tapion. Remembering their past battle, Goku questions Vegeta if he thinks Cell will explode, who doesn't for a second consider it, as this technique has nothing to do with that. In a somewhat messy explosion, one official does their best to hold their lunch down, as the other begins the countdown again, but this time for Cell. Hirudegarn lets out a beastly chuckle as the count nears the halfway point. Regenerating fully impressively fast, Cell turns the tables on his opponent, reversing the countdown once more. But the Biodroid claims there's no need, as both Tapion and his creature are dead. Regardless, the 30 count is reached and Cell moves on, heading to his quarters to wash up. Vegito jokes he try and not kill any of his kids on the way back. I've improved from this fight, but it's not enough. I need to... What? Who's trying to control me? Impudence! Yamcha exits the room, leaving his teammates behind with Raditz, presumably because 18's fight is next. Clarifying the situation, Raditz would use the power-up to eliminate his two comrades, Tien asking about the third, but he refuses to kill his own brother, promising to take care of him in his own way. Causing Tien to scoff, there's actually a heart in his chest after all. The Kaioshin confirms he's not lying, knowing full well he'd like nothing more than to do away with Nappa and Vegeta, but fewer oppressors does not mean less oppression. With a smug grin, Raditz argues, managing, ruling, meaningless murder. He cares not for these things. That's Vegeta's MO. His brother and himself will only keep enough to live and prosper, nothing more. Videl jeering at the idea he's really going to stop committing evil acts, but the Kaio chimes that's not what he's saying. Raditz and Kakarot will continue their selfish behavior, even the killing of innocents, but merely in their own region on a small scale. This would only serve to end the continuous massacres led by Vegeta. He is offering a lesser evil, which suits himself best. The Saiyan doesn't argue with his paraphrasing, calling it a good deal. We then have C and 18 ushered forth. Coaching, Yamcha notes she's already seen this man as a really crafty wizard, so she needs to attack before he has time to retaliate. The very millisecond she touches down in the ring, she should charge. But she's still not having any of his friendliness, telling him to kick rocks, we'll say. But even 17 doesn't think it's a bad plan, his sister admitting the same. However, she didn't ask for help. Falling to the ground lifeless, C unveils a remote, having his finger on the button this entire time. Future Trunks knowing this device well, and how it was used to deactivate her. The question is, how it came into his possession. And just like that, the wizard is announced the winner. 17 bellowing at the old man, screaming he's gonna pay. Yamcha holds him back, warning he go nowhere near that remote. Besides, unfortunately, the truth is he played by the rules. Before volunteering to go in the ring and get her, since 17 hasn't been repaired, it's not a sure thing he can withstand the gravity. Picking her up, Yamcha can only glare at C as he walks back to the shadows, not knowing who this guy is or where he's getting his information. But he doesn't like this one bit. Apprehending the intruders and reporting them to a tournament official, Piccolo points out to him they seem to possess abnormal strength. Apologizing for the incident, the Varga promises to send them to his own universe, and they'll investigate just what's going on. While the ones in the booth make small talk on how this is the last fight before lunch, which will consist of Super Buu and Gotenks. The Great Kaioshin releasing his grip, Buu is free once more. Bowing at the head to offer his thanks for taking care of him, ready to have a nice battle. Gazing at the Majin, Goku notes his calm nature, as the Namek turns to the boys, barking to know what they're waiting for, urging they fuse and get in the ring. Scoping something in the distance, Trunks asks Piccolo what's that he sees.
Huh? There's nothing.
Gotenks appears in an instant, announcing this is the brand new Gotenks. After having a revelation last night, not only has his power doubled, but Goten and Trunks can now perform the fusion dance super fast. Hopping onto the stage, Buu finds this curious. A revelation last night, just like with him and his friend who helped him. Unfortunately, even with all the wisdom bestowed upon him by the Majin Claws, Gotenks is still as gaudy as ever, bellowing.
So, Demon, we meet again. You think you can attack this whole tournament and go unpunished? Well, I'm here to stop you.
His sister piffing, he must mean Gast, or the Great Kaioshin.
Stop me then, but do you have enough power?
Astonishing Goku yet again, who says he hasn't felt this level of strength since Vegito and Broly fought, the former himself even appearing uneasy.
You ready?
You bet!
He's past us now, don't you think? Hey Vegeta, that's beyond our power, isn't it? Vegeta? As if just waiting for this moment, Universe 16's brawl lets out a sigh, because these morons didn't even account for the fusion having a lesser time while using Super Saiyan 3. Beating the boys to a pulp, Buu states he's going to be very disappointed if they're done already, but vowing this isn't over. Fusing again in under a second, Gotenks claims he's physically and mentally fit once more, the second of the two being debatable. Quite the upgrade for them. Super Buu is happy to see his tampering may have paid off. Chuckling, now it's his turn to try something new. Utilizing the Ultra Armor from the Helolites. In an attempt to quell his comrade's concerns, Elaine explains he won't even be able to use it without Xenolome's brainwaves. But morphing his face, the villain quips that's not a problem.
Ultra Waver Ball!
Is this a joke? Your own attacks are stronger than this. Instead, try a taste of my Ultra Gotenks Ball! Here! Ha ha ha! Buu is defeated!
Defeated? I was just testing the barrier! Eat this instead!
Oh, what a work of art!
Magnificent! He's using the armor carelessly. He'll run out of energy soon.
Huh?
Ha! Good timing! This is your end! 100,000 vengeful fists!
I left you a present!
The carbonite! It must be destroyed immediately!
Are you kidding? What about my arm?
It's done for!
If only you could see yourself!
Lucky for them, defusing also happened to solve their carbonite problem. However, separate, they are way too weak to fight MajinBlue. And getting bored, he decides to put an end to this farce right now, calling him back. And, in an interesting turn, the Grand Supreme Kai thinks, or communicates telepathically. What an actor, causing Super Buu to respond not to mock him. But what could this mean?